Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that's one they'd like to have back. In for Young. Dean comes in for Wiggins. And G's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. G in at point guard. Corey Brewer is out there with Martin. And there's Pekovic. And it's Levine in at the two-guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Martin dishes to G. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Brewer. Here's Levine. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 9.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
And now it's a double-digit lead. 9 points for Dion Waiters.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Pass to Levine. Outside, Martin. Pass to Levine. Here's G. Knocked away. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Now Cleveland moving it up from the sideline. Let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. James kicks to Irving. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Love penetrating. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's G. In the corner, it's Brewer. Pekovic passes to G. 4 on the clock. Back to Pekovic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
James with it. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Back to Irving. Shoots. They get it back.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Love with the screen on Martin. James kicks to Thompson. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works.
Value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Second, the Cavaliers.
That's been an amazing season for them from behind the arc. They've got some great shooters on that team.
Pekovic inside, working on Love. Pekovic with a screen, 6 to shoot. It's deflected, stolen by Waiters. Now Cleveland moving it up.
And Minnesota has had their hands full guarding against Irving.
9 points. He was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Young's checked in for the Timberwolves. A switch here also for Cleveland. Marion's checked in.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age.
Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Clock at 4, and he gets it to go. Levine's got 6 points.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Irving attacking, banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
That's good. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
James outside. He feeds it to Waiters. Kicks it to Thompson. Goes back up. The shot by Marion, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's G. His first shot coming late. Here's Pekovic. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Irving. And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game. Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they...
And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers lead by...
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of time to get things straightened out. We need better ball movement on the perimeter. Our three-point shooting's been off because we haven't been crisp with our passing. And our production off the bench was tremendous too. We're going to keep spreading the minutes around in the second half, no question about it. And a big part of this second half is going to be the success we have on the offensive glass. That's going to be the key for us to get back into this game. I do not want to see a repeat of those first 2 quarters. Let's play like the team we are, not the team we were in the first half. I don't know who that was, but it's not us.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He has that slasher mentality, guys. We saw all the evidence of that in the first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on him.
Minnesota making a switch here. Brewers checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the 5. In the corner, it's Brewer. Outside for Martin. He sinks the 11-footer. Martin's got 9. He's checked in for Ricky Rubio.
How about we take a look at some of the numbers for Dion Waiters? How the last month of basketball was for him, averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
Nice shot by James.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's G. Outside, Martin. From 10 feet out, Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Good. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
For Minnesota, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. G, no good. Cleveland leading by 17. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. So Waiters will go to the free throw line. That's on Nikola Pekovic. Williams, he's checked in for Minnesota. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
I like the way they've gotten to the foul line throughout the game, guys. Those are important points.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Cavaliers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Irving drives in. It's taken away by Brewer. Here's G. He dishes it to Pekovic. Marion outside. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against Sacramento.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 16 points for Dion Waiters. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Williams. He kicks to G. Feeds to Pekovic. To stop the run. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Love. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. I mean, he's really hard to keep in front.
Shot clock at 3. They get a hand on it. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
G dishes to Pekovic. Here's G. He's guarded by Waiters. Now Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
A little overeager right there. Left his feet too.
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Wiggins comes in for Corey Brewer. And Barea subbed in for some changes for Minnesota. Bennett comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Levine subbed in for Mo Williams. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James checked in for Sean Marion. And Thaddeus Young able to outquick most of his opponents, especially Steve in transition.
Yeah, nice spin move, getting to the rim, and a creative finisher in close. He's got the hook, the scoop, the floater. This guy's dangerous in a lot of different ways.
J.J. Barea is out there with Levine. Then it's Wiggins. And there's Bennett. And it's Jang in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Chase Budinger is checked in for Wiggins. And G's subbed in for J.J. Barea. And Cleveland also making a change. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Dellavedova's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's G. There's a screen. Now the pass to Bennett. Now the feed to G. Tries it from 19. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now the dish to Haywood. Pass to James. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
G kicks to Budinger. No good on the three.
Couldn't convert. A nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
LeBron, good.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's the screen. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2-1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home.
And that one's good by G.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's LeBron. Almost, but it rolls out.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Dellavedova. And that is good.
Matthew Dellavedova.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Dishes it to Budinger. Fires it up. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. James outside. That's tipped. It's stolen by G. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Budinger. Finished off the break.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's LeBron. The shot is no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Pick by Haywood.
Well, you look at the game of basketball, it really seems to be on the upswing, and that's great news for the NBA. We know that those who play a sport are much more likely to watch it as an adult. And basketball is now the largest participation sport in high school and college.
The growth of the NBA really pretty incredible. 30 years ago, annual league revenues were about $120 million. Now, it's $4.5 billion. That's with a B.
Yeah, the league is really on great financial ground right now. I mean, franchise values are growing astronomically. The players sacrificed in the last collective bargaining agreement negotiation, but as quick as the pie is growing, I think everybody will be just fine, players and owners.
Levine can't hit.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's G.
Yeah, the referee is all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
That free throw good from G.
Well, the league is making a push for more transparency with its officiating since last season, and I really think that's the way to go. They're sharing memos with teams and the media, and I think it's a great step, really, because, again, with all of the information and technology available, fans are able to see more and their expectations are higher. And when you can do it at a higher level to help get things right, I think transparency is a good thing from the official standpoint. Help people understand how difficult their jobs are and the great job that they do as officials.
Excellent D that time from Jones. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Dellavedova. Back to Jones. 5 on the clock. Here's Dellavedova and blocked. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Correa's checked in. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And when it comes to officiating, players have said the main thing they're concerned with is consistency.
That's right. You know, that way they can make the adjustment to how the game's being called. And I think you talk about that open dialogue and transparency. I mean, that can only help. Communicating how certain situations are going to be interpreted. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
This win will give them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
Yeah, Steve, it'll mean a lot to them just the same, though. Anytime you go undefeated against an opponent, that's a sweet feeling.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Here's G. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Passes to Budinger. Clock at 4. Here's Dang. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Minnesota, Gorgie Dang.
No good on that one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Dellavedova, the pass to Haywood. He feeds it to Dellavedova. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks a lot, Doris. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
U-G-L-Y.
Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there.
Who would you call it?
Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film and see what you did wrong. Hit the weight room. Get some treatment. Make up for it next time out.
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.